Okay, so that's it recording. So you're on week 8, as right. So it's mobility for your class. But what I tend to do is a little bit of breathing exercises. I'm not sure if you've been covering this before. Just kind of sets the tone of where you want to be. So with this, there is a few different variations for you to choose from, and if you have done Pilates or you've done like yoga style or anything like that at all, then I would stick with option 3 throughout. So that's on the floor, on the mat the whole time. So you're not coming up, well, I'll be coming up and off the chair, standing, just to show you all different 3 options. Ideally, you want to make this flow as much as possible. So you're choosing either all option 3, all option 2, or all option 1. So option 3 is on the floor, and I would say that's most the advanced one. Option 2 would be seated or on the chair, and where we can adapt. We might use more support as well. So that'll be option 2. And then the first option 1 is standing option. Mostly again we might be using the wall as well, a little bit of support, but it's easier to get on from seated to stand. So I don't want anybody coming the floor up to the standing option, otherwise the heart rate's going to elevate and we really want it to flow. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
Great, thank you. So yeah, breathing. I'm not sure if you've done this before, but we're going to do box breathing. So you visualize. It's good to visualize a box as you breathe, and it could be as big or square. I don't know why they call it box when it's a square. But anyway, it's box breathing. So you're visualizing you're breathing out and then in and then out and then in, and then it could be as big or as small as you want to make that box. But it's about closing your eyes if you like to, and just focusing on your own personal box. And we're going to do that for a minute or so to start off with, and then we'll move on to light stretches because we'll be moving stretches throughout. And then to finish, it will be relaxation. So you'll either come onto your chair, or if you're on the floor, you're going to lie flat on the floor and just focus on your breathing. So have nice quiet time relaxation. So I'll put everybody will be on mute, I'll be on mute, and I just want a couple of minutes of just sinking into the floor and switching off and relaxing every muscle. Does that sound okay for everybody? Great. Has anyone got any initial questions or anything they want to ask before we get going as well? No. Can I just double check? So the questions that you get asked at your 1-to-1, has anybody had any new or progressive chest pain? New or progressive breathlessness? Nope. Any new onset of calf pain? Nope. Any new slurred speech, vision problems, weakness in arms and legs? Nope. Great. Just so I can note that down for this week. But I will be your point of contact, guys. Although it's just a day that we're seeing face to face, you can reach out to me if you've got any other questions or anything. Even if you want just offload, that's fine. Send me an email, offload, and I'll do the best I can to help out. Right. So that box breathing. So either on the you can start on the chair or on the floor. So I'm just going to turn everybody on mute. That's okay. And Diane, just every so often I'll just ask you how you're keeping, and if you just come off mute and just say I'm good.
Okay.
That'd be brilliant, thanks. Okay, so sometimes you can either have your hands at the side, you can have your hands on your chest and your tummy, whatever you find is more relaxing. So, ready? We're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Just visualize in that box. Make sure you're not holding your breath and making it flow. Make sure you're relaxing those shoulders, don't tense them up, pull them down. Okay, it's up to you if you want to try and make that box just a little bit bigger. Okay, again, option, try making that bit again, just a little bit bigger. And relax there. Okay, so I'll show you the warm-up exercises. So the warm-up ones are either seated or standing. So when you come to do the main activity, if you're comfortable, then come onto the floor. So it's just to kind of warm up the muscles, mobilize your joint. I will be rearranging the camera angle, the furniture, but I don't want you to do any of that either. Like I say, you're just picking all of one, standing or support against the wall, or seated and support. But if you're on the floor, you're staying on the floor the whole time. Right, so seated or standing. Let's move this back a little bit. So first exercise is 20 seconds working time, and you've got 20 seconds recovery where you're focusing on your breathing. So march is the first one. So we've got the march here for standing option, or we've got seated again. This is at your own pace. If you feel it is too much, then either just stick with just a little leg march here. Alright, so 20 seconds working in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Nice gentle warm up. And rest there, 20 seconds rest. Next is going to be just warming up through the hips. So you've got your squats here, again just comfortable range, or you've got freestanding, or again advanced, you can do that sit to stand test like we did. Okay, ready, off we go. So you can have your hands on your hips, or if you want to have your hands up, wherever you find more comfortable. So sitting down, squeeze the glutes as you stand, brace through the core, breathe out as you stand. And rest there, 20 seconds rest. Next is going to be torso rotations. So your hands are up and you're looking over your back shoulder and behind. Feel like rotation through your core. Or again, this can be done on the chair. I need to move my hips round more just because I'm pregnant. If you want to keep your hips as square as possible. Facing forward. Get mobility. Again, just a little bit on your upper back as well. To your chest. And rest there. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. Okay, so we're going to move 8 exercises. So either seated, standing, or on the floor. And we'll get a bit of time. Then we've got a drink of water as well. Everyone's got all that sorted as well. So I'll show you the standing one first. So it's chest and back openers. So hands out in front, and then you open up your chest and you squeeze, sit your shoulder blades together. So it's opening chest. Okay, so tailbone under when your arms come in front, and then stick it under. So that's your standing V. Or you've got your seated option, and then on the floor option called threading the needle. So it's hands underneath hips. Hands on your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and you're scooping under, and then you open up the chest and lift up. Okay, so when I tell you halfway, you switch hands, and then you come up. So 60 is going to be 60 seconds of work. But any time you feel that it's getting too heavy, then rest. Okay, so I'll tell you when we're to go. So I'll count you down. I'll do the one on the floor, just a bit more technical. So 60 seconds. We'll start in 5, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So scooping under, open up the chest, lift your hand up. So trying to pushing your shoulder towards the floor, keeping your hips up high. And it's nice and controlled movement, and then lifting up your hand up to the ceiling. Okay, another few more things, then we're going to switch sides. Okay, switch sides. Open up. Maybe you've got your seated options here, I'm not sure. Can't see Sandra's on the floor. You've got your open up your chest. Okay, 10 more seconds. Mostly are on the floor, so I will choose the floor option. Next, and rest there. So we've got 20 seconds recovery. So you're going to pop one foot out to the side here and moving forward and back. Okay, and then halfway you're changing sides. Standing or seated, leg swings here. Alright, ready to go again in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So forward and then back. So little rocks. So open up the hips. Make sure you've got floor cushioned. Okay, coming halfway, so changing sides, forward and back. So transferring the weight into the back and then into the front. Change my angle slightly, so you can see. Helps open up the hips. Last few seconds and rest there. Okay, so then we've got seated on the floor. So your hand staying here, you're opening up and then upper body clams. Again, this can be done standing or on chair. So you lengthen behind and then close. Behind and close. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Open up. So moving that up into the upper body. Looking over and behind. Any point the arms get a little bit heavy, just relaxing by the side. Little gentle shoulder roll. And then come back in when you're ready. It helps open up through the shoulders and the chest. So just mostly specific on the chest. Okay. Keep going. And like last few seconds. And rest there. Okay, so next I'm going to have support the hands at the back. So you're going to lift up that front toe and you're going to do heel circles around here. Again, you can do two at the same time, or you want to do this on the chair. Option here. Ready to go again in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we've got these ankle, so we're going on one way, so getting all that movement through your feet. Nice and untied. So halfway we'll change direction. So 15 seconds in. So keep going with that one right direction, try and think in that full range of movement. Feel up through the calves as well. Okay, change opposite direction, so if you're going clockwise, change to anti-clockwise. Then have them going the same way or the opposite way. 15 more seconds. Last few seconds. And rest there. So the last 3 you're going to be lying on your back. So take your time coming onto the floor. Oops. Oh. So lying on your back. So you're going to clasp your hands together. So this is really feeling that in the back of your shoulders. So you're pulling that straight arm over and then pulling that over and across. And then recenter. So pulling it over and across. Again, this could be done seated on the chair. Pull it over, across, or standing. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, over, off we go. So you feel that stretch through the shoulders, back of the shoulders. You might not get all the way over to the other side. Pull it over and then recenter. That's it. Do find the line on the floor takes pressure off your shoulders. Get that good stretch. Over halfway. So nice deep breathing throughout, getting that good stretch. That's 10 seconds. And rest there. Okay. I've realised I've done the same exercise twice. So, right, lying on the floor, you're going to do pelvic tilts. So on the floor, it's the tailbone under and then tailbone out. So it's a small movement. So bring that tailbone under and then pull it away. So you can feel that mobility through your hips. Seated option. Tailbone under and away. Ready in 5 seconds. So hands down by your side or on your hips. Off we go. Bring the tailbone under. This is great for your core muscles and the muscle connection around your hips. Right, and again, it's quite a small movement. Excuse me. 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. And rest there. So last one is going to be a floor or wall, seated or wall angel. So your hands are here and then you're pushing the back of your hands to the floor and you're straighten out. So you've made it hard, but straighten having the arms straight, or you can bend and pull them up and down. So lying on the floor or seated or standing. Ready to go again. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So trying to push the hands as much as you can towards the floor, the back of the hands. Or seated option here. So try and push your, if you're doing the seated option, pushing your chest up. Try and really get as tall and long as you can. Last exercise. Okay, another 15 more seconds. And if it starts to get a bit too heavy, especially with the seated or standing, just choosing one arm at a time. And rest there. Okay, that's us completed round 1. How are you all feeling?
Okay, thanks.
Yep, me thumbs up, nod the head. Good. So you take a little drink if you need to, and we'll try all those again if you're happy to do that. If you need to, just take your time. If you're on the floor, taking a little drink. So again, what I do is I ask what option for you to pick. So we can either pick with the same one. So I ended in 60 working and 30 recovery for that first round. So we can reduce that to 20, so it's taking 10 seconds off of your recovery, so you can go pretty much almost straight into the next exercise. So option 1 would be 60 and 30, so 60 working, 30 recovery, or option 2 is 60 recovery and 60 working and 20 recovery. 1 or 2. 1 is 30 seconds recovery, 2 is 20 seconds recovery. So we've got 2 from Alice, 2 from Martin, 2 Sharon, 2 Dan. Right, okay, great. So we're feeling okay. So it gives me an idea of what kind of level you're at. Right, so on all 4, is everybody doing, Sandra, are you doing the chair, yeah? Yep. And Diana, are you on the floor?
I'm doing floor, yes.
Right, okay, just gives me an idea of where we're at. So I'll make sure I'm just doing chest and, on the chair and on the floor. So the first exercise is back to that threading the needle. So hands underneath hips, so you're scooping under, you're dropping that shoulder to the floor, open up through the chest, up high, okay? And then halfway, change sides. Alright, so we'll get going soon, so we're going to get going in 5 seconds. Again, if you've got a cushion or a mat, off we go. So scooping under and then open up. Sorry, seated variation here, Sandra. Round in the back, open up chest. Good. So scooping under. Right, changing sides if we're shooting the thread and the needle. Again, if that chest option is getting too heavy, Just shake your hands by your side, gentle shoulder roll, forward and back. So 15 more seconds to go. That's done. And rest there. So staying on all fours. You're popping your foot out to the side and you're moving forward and back. Seated option is you're swinging and then changing to the other side. Ready? Off we go. So it's quite a quick turn around. So forward, and so you transferring the weight into the hands and then into the back. Moving forward and then into the back. Okay, so this is halfway. $15 more seconds. Forward and back. Last few seconds. And rest there. Okay, so coming on to seated, we're going to do upper body clams here. Again, you can be sitting up in the chair, up and over. Ready? We're going again. And 3, 2, 1, off we go. So over, behind, bring it back to centre. So whatever you find comfortable with your feet, so you have it cross-legged, you have it straight out in front. Feel in your lower back, just push your chest up and bring your tailbone under. Okay, halfway. Okay, the arms getting heavy, just drop the shoulder too much. Drop the hands by your side and do a forward and a backwards shoulder roll. So we're on our last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest there. Okay, so ankles next. So if you want advance, you can lift it off the floor. Or alternatively here. Ready? Then 3, 2, 1, off we go. So yeah, got good rotation through the feet, the ankles. So I always kind of dig my heels in. Again, if you're sitting on a chair, you can be able to lift it up a little bit more if you can. Sit well till you remember halfway and you'll change direction. So in 3, 2, 1, change direction. And that full rotation. So you'll feel a little bit, although it's not around the ankle and the feet, you feel it a bit up into the calves. So make sure you're breathing throughout. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth, throughout. So another 10 more seconds. Right, and raise there. So this one's going to be lying on your back. And then you're going to pull it over to the other side. Be centre or standing or seated, sorry. Alright, so not much time in between. So we're going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So if you're lying on the back, remember here. So the remainder of these are going to be lying on your back. Last 3. Okay, we're halfway now. Up and over. You're just getting that full extension as much as you can over, keeping the lower back glued to the floor. So your shoulders are going to come up. You try and push the lower back to the floor. You might feel a little bit in the lats. So 10 more seconds. Rest there. Okay, so we've got pelvic tilts next. So you're lying on the floor still, flat on your back. So tailbone under and tailbone away. So feeling that. So again, not much time. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So what you might find is you breathe out when the tailbone comes under, and then breathe in when the tailbone comes forward. Pull in, pull out. And rest there. Okay, 20 seconds rest. And the last one is those floor angels, or on the chair. Lying on your back. You've got these ones here. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So really, again, just pushing as much as you can, your hands to the floor. Push your chest up. You're trying to get as long as you can. Through the spine, that nice lengthen through the spine. Halfway. This is our last exercise. So what we're going to do is we're just going to switch off, relax every muscle in the body. So coming up for the last 10 seconds. Nice. So we can breathe out, your hands come up, breathe in, your hands coming down. That nice deep breathing. And relax there. Okay, so if you're lying on the floor, I want you to flop your hands to the side and straighten out your legs and let them flop to the side as well. If you're seated, again, just that same position you're breathing. You put your hand on your chest. I want you to really relax. And for the next minute, 2 minutes, we're going to switch off and close your eyes. Okay? So I'm just going to put myself on mute, and we're going to get going in 5 seconds. So just relax in 3, 2, 1.